You're on Doc Talk with Doc Stewart. Chime in. We got Terry Goff. She's got a new album, new music. It's amazing. I want y'all to check it out. Introduce yourself to the people.
What's up, Doc?
Oh my
So I'm so
God.
happy to be here because I want to work with you again
Yeah.
because we've been working together, and but we're gonna work together on some new stuff too. But
Okay.
thank you for talking about the album. The album has been out a little while, like it's been out.
What?
Well, COVID
It's new-
happened.
it's
so,
new to them.
Yeah, it's new to them. So,
Right.
But yeah, but I put together an album, kind of like it was some of the best material that I had through years of songwriting.
Yeah.
And what I did was I got in touch with Robert Aquaviva, and he was a local producer, and I knew him for years. And I said, can you take something I wrote like in the 90s,
Yeah.
in the
Wow.
80s, in
Wow.
the 90s, and
Yeah.
can you make it sound current? And he's like, I'd totally be into doing something like that. And we worked very well together, and we worked on it in 2018 into 2019.
With the album?
Yeah, the album has
Oh,
been,
wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So it has been out there. But he really did a fantastic job.
You telling me? I listened to it.
Yeah.
This is for the people that don't know. Now you know.
You don't know, now you know.
Bro, you ain't lying.
Yeah.
For real. So how long did it take you to make the album? How long?
It was like maybe I think it was like a year. I think it was like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but I had shipped someone in from Texas to do background vocals. We had all kinds of
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Background vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they still
Yeah.
did those.
I know, right? Well, I did my own on a few, but
Ooh, what is
yeah,
smoke?
there's a lot. There was a lot to the process, but I was really happy. And then he told me to write some new stuff, so there's new stuff intermingled, with some of the older songs.
Well, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it today. We're going to listen to, how many tracks you got on this album? 10?
I think
10?
it's-
Well, I mean,
is it
10,
10?
10,
How
10,
many do I have?
10,
Is it 10?
10 tracks is...
We don't have to listen.
Really?
To them.
No, we ain't got to listen to them all.
Okay, so here's the
play,
deal.
We can play whatever you want to play.
Okay, here's the deal.
Okay.
So this was a songwriting project more than anything, and we talked a little bit about that.
Okay.
And
All right.
I grew up writing songs. So I started when I was about 15 or 16. I got a Casio keyboard and
Casio. Everybody had a
Yeah, everybody
Casio.
had a
I remember those. Yeah.
Ding, ding,
Mm-hmm.
ding,
Yeah.
right? So I
Remember those.
started with that, and I started doing some writing, and I play a little guitar and a little keys. I'm not really great on either one, but enough to write a song, right? So
You can make beats with just that little bit of knowledge. Like,
yeah, you can. So I used to do a lot of writing, and I have over 200 songs that I've written, but it was always like on a 4-track cassette tape recorder, those little Fostex.
You know what? I started one of my first raps on a 4-track. To be honest with you, and
Did you?
It was like it was all right. It was good for the moment, but
Yeah.
until I got into software and computers.
Oh my gosh, life changed,
Yes,
right?
my life changed.
Changed everything.
Oh yeah.
Now
go
you
back.
can get on GarageBand and boom, you got a song in
Yeah.
like 10 minutes.
Yeah. You can dial in. You can do whatever. I love it. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I love it.
It's so easy. It's so
Yeah.
much easier. And, so I had always wanted to, and then when I started writing songs, I would record myself singing them so people knew how they went. They're like, well, how am I going to tell them how it goes unless I sing it, right?
Yeah, you gotta sing
So
it.
I sang it,
Yeah.
and then I would play it for people, and they'd be like, "Oh, you have a nice voice," and I'm like, "Oh no, but you have to listen
It's
to the
for-
song,
right,
You have to listen
right.
to the words,
Right.
And they were like, "Oh, but you do have a good voice." Next thing you know,
Mhm.
I'm asked to be in bands. So I was in bands from the time I was 18 until I did like 10 straight years of being in bands. And
Lord, how was that? How was
that-
like that experience of being inside of a band? I just want to know, like,
it's like
how-
being
how was
married.
it?
It's like being married to like 5 people.
really?
And there's always somebody's fighting with somebody. And that's why
the
I
drummer is fighting
I
with
know,
the lead
right?
guitarist. Hey, you louder than
Oh
me.
my gosh. We practiced one band. We practiced Bluefish, 1992. We practiced
Bluefish,
for 2 years.
Bluefish,
We
okay.
practiced for 2 years, and then we lost our singer, and then we were done.
Really?
It was like we lost our male singer.
Oh,
and we were
my
like,
God.
all right, we're done. We're dead in the water now, right? So, but yeah, I did a bunch of like 5-piece band stuff and then 4-piece band
like,
stuff.
How does that work all together? Like everybody playing different instruments, right? But at the same time, how does that work?
Oh, see, this is old school for you.
Yeah, what? No, it ain't old. They still do it today. Like when they do live performances, like how do you do a live performance with a band?
Yeah, it's a different experience. Totally.
That's what watching them is a different experience.
Yeah.
You know, because I went to go see Korn and all those guys. They go crazy on stage. I don't know how they sound the same they do on the albums. It's crazy. I loved it though.
It's crazy.
Shout out to K-Rock.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, so basically, I ended up in bands for 10 years, and then the writing, kind of goes on the sideline. Because you're gigging like every weekend. So you're gigging every weekend.
Wow, every weekend, y'all.
Well, I was in a duo with my very good friend, and he and I loved working together, Mirage.
Right.
We did a duo, and we canned some of the music in behind us, like the old MIDI files, but pumped through
right.
The
I know
sound
talking about, yeah.
And we did that for 5 years. We were Mirage, and we had a blast. And people used to come out and see us play. We had like 250 people on our mailing list.
You serious?
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. He moved to Arizona in 2004, and that's why I started doing the DJing. Because once he moved, I was like, I don't know if I want to work with anybody else, because we were kind of spoiled. We really got along. And
you got to rekindle a relationship. Kindle a relationship with somebody new, and you got to learn them.
They're tough. There's so many personalities that have to work together.
So many ideas, and you gotta,
And I want to play this song, and I don't want to play that song.
I'm tired of this. Yeah. I know how it goes. I know.
So basically, after that, and I DJ'd for like the last 16 years.
Right.
So I'm starting to date myself now. Now you know I'm old.
Oh.
So after that, I was like, now is a time, where I'm like, I want to get back into doing the songwriting again, because it's like my first love. I love to write.
You gotta tell me.
So we, and I really want to work on some stuff with you, because I love your rapping. I love your stuff.
Come on,
cut
it out.
And we started to work on that one Cry Another Day.
Yeah,
and we should pick it back up again.
I got better stuff.
All right.
Better stuff.
All right, but I love, and I'm like you. I love working with all different people and different.
So like, are you free to doing features?
Yeah. I can do background vocals for people. I love being. I worked with a band out of Los Angeles. I knew this producer, who produced for a band out of L.A.
Right.
And it never went anywhere. Don't get impressed.
I was just about, you know what? I was getting there. Listen,
no, you were starting to get impressed. I could see it.
Yeah.
And he said, well, they want like, so I wrote like a little tidbit, into their, and I sang it.
Right.
And he's like, so he goes back and he's like, there's only one problem. You sound too white.
Oh my God! What kind of band was it? A black band?
Yeah, they were. There was a Hispanic rapper.
Really?
They were like, you sound just a little too.
Oh,
Caucasian.
they could have pitched your voice a little bit to make it. Come on, they too much with that.
But it was an interesting experience. I mean, I worked with a guy out of Brazil. We would email stuff back and forth.
I don't really like emails. I like to work with an artist.
Yeah, no, that's good. But I mean, he's in Brazil, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And he was sending me all these tracks, so I would write something and then email it back to him.
Yeah.
It's the days before Dropbox. We're talking in the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah.
So and then it got a little crazy. He couldn't understand my emails very well. And you got communication issues.
That barrier.
It's the barrier.
Yes,
so, but I love. I want to do something new. Now, I'd love for people to listen to my album. I mean,
I can tell you hungry for new material, though.
Yeah,
I can just tell.
Because I just feel like I'm happier creating.
Yeah.
Me and too. I feel like the next step would be to create something different. So, Full Circle, the album, there's a link. Do I go like that in the description?
What in the description?
I go like that.
Yeah, you can go like that. Look at the camera.
There's a link in the description.
Yeah.
So Full Circle, that was the songwriting project and everything. And if anybody likes any of the songs, and you know some up and coming singer who likes any of the songs, please, you have my permission to re-record it with yourself singing. If we need production assistance, I'm sure Doc can help you out.
No problem.
I am not dedicated to singing my own material. I want to share my music.
So you're a songwriter.
I am a songwriter.
Wow.
I'm like fully.
Are y'all listening to this? Are y'all listening? She's a songwriter. Anybody that sings, that wanna be produced and sing good songs and all of that good stuff, she does all kind of music. Matter of fact, I had the pleasure of working with her and listening to her, like the stuff she makes. So tune in, wake up. Opportunities are on the table. Really. It's the truth, though.
Do it today.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Don't put it off any longer.
Well, I tell them, I be like, man, I'm getting older. So
Yeah.
I work fast.
Yeah.
Anybody that come to me and say, hey, I want to do that, we have to do it. We got to do it.
Yeah.
That's just
Absolutely.
how it goes.
And now, like during the pandemic, okay, so I have 2 videos I put out over the last year. One was at Heroes of Our New Norm. Well, I want to thank all the people out there.
Oh, shout them out. Shout them out, please.
All the people who helped and all the, first responders. And what I did was I got in touch. I had a bunch of friends who were in the healthcare field, and I got in touch with them, and I had them send me pictures, or I took them from their Facebook and asked if it was okay. And one friend of mine was actually in a COVID unit, and she goes, I'll take a picture right now. And poor thing, she's like head to toe in full gear, and her phone is in plastic because she can't take it out.
Yeah.
In working in a room with somebody with COVID.
That's crazy.
And it was crazy, but it was a great experience because I really felt like, in the beginning of the video, I just used some canned footage. I had to buy the rights to it, but I wanted it to be professional.
Oh, of course.
So, but when I brought in the pictures, it goes, the last half of the video is to really, show those people that I knew.
Right.
And friends of friends, and that worked locally. So
man, that is cool
people.
though. The support. And
yeah. And it was something I really wanted to do, and it was something that was a good experience. And then in Valentine's Day, I wrote my girlfriend a song, and I made a lyric video called "Take Me With You," so that's out there too.
That's cool.
But these are produced at home with GarageBand. Because it's
so
COVID.
It doesn't.
Because it's
does
COVID.
not matter.
No.
About GarageBand.
It's COVID, and I can't go in a studio.
Under the.
What's happening?
You can go under if you want. You have to crawl in. Where?
Where are the car keys?
The car keys. Watch the car. Watch it. All right.
No, they gotta be in the kitchen.
In the kitchen. We are live. Anything could happen. Anything could happen.
Anything is happening.
Yeah. So. Right. You see this? It's, when you're on live, you don't know who's gonna talk to you. You don't know.
You have no idea.
You don't know.
You just
gotta
have
go
to be
under.
ready.
Yeah.
Oh man, she's gotta pull up her pants. She get ready to go. I've done it. I've done that at Applebee's.
Yeah.
You see this? You get stuck in the middle of that big round booth.
Oh, and you gotta
I
crawl
go right.
under?
I go right under.
You know what?
I just go right under.
I would no problem.
Yep, just like she is right now.
Easy.
Don't.
You got it? You're okay. Oh.
We got through it.
All right. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. So it's like songwriting, right?
Yeah.
How did you pick up songwriting?
It's weird. Well, I wrote poetry when I was like probably 13, 14. I was writing poetry. And then my uncle gave me a guitar, and I want to say he gave it to me when I was like 10 years old, and I plunked around with it. But the funny thing was, it was a nylon string guitar. Right?
I don't even know what nylon strings are.
Okay,
I don't know what that is.
It's a classical guitar, right? So you got like nylon strings. It's supposed to have like a very, like the Veronacci players, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a nylon string guitar. I didn't know any better. I put steel strings on it. Do you know what happens to a guitar? The neck started bending.
Oh, for real? Oh, the neck started going like.
In the strings, the intonation.
Oh my!
And the strings are like this far from the.
What kind of guitar
fretboard.
was it? A Gibson?
No, it was a cheap guitar. It was
Oh,
like a kid.
the Walmart brand,
Yeah,
the
so,
one you
so
buy.
like it was bending out. The strings were this far off of the fret, and I had calluses like you wouldn't believe.
Oh my! And you was playing it like that?
I was playing it like
Oh,
that.
because you thought it was supposed to be like
I
that.
thought it was supposed to be like that. And I was like,
But you like, I got this. I'm gonna show
I
y'all.
got this. I'm
gonna
gonna show y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Wait,
flip something
wait,
up.
I'm bleeding. Hold on a
Yeah.
second.
Wow.
Yeah, but then I got the guitar, and then I started. I was inspired by a music teacher in my senior year. I do know how I get into songwriting because I think this was instrumental. No pun intended.
Oh.
So I had a teacher named Monk Rowe who was a local musician, and he had a music theory class in Kennedy High School.
Music theory. Music, let me tell you,
Yeah.
I just want to let people know.
And we wrote our
If
first
you're doing
song
beats,
together. We
yeah.
wrote our first song together in that class, and that's when I got a keyboard, and that's when I decided to write. And
That's a big deal. Let
Yeah.
me tell you, that is a big deal when it
teachers
comes
can
to
inspire.
yeah, like writing songs and putting sounds together and making things go together. It's called music theory.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know music theory.
Yeah.
Like a guitar.
You know, diminished, augmented
right,
chords.
Right,
and,
right.
you know, there's a lot to it. So, but I had a really great teacher, and learned enough about keys. You know, I never made it through piano lessons. There's like, this is the middle C, and I'm like, I'm bored.
Yeah. She said,
I'm
yep,
bored.
this word says,
Right? There's middle C. Good,
yeah.
I'm bored. I want to go home.
yeah,
So,
I know how that could be.
But in his class, you know, it was like you had a goal. You were going to write songs. You were going to, you know, explore theory.
He
And,
was a cool. It sounded like he was a more about teaching y'all than
Yeah.
he cared. That was a
Yeah.
teacher that cared
No.
actually.
And he gave me a big gift because music has gotten me through everything.
Oh
Anything
man,
I've ever
it's
been
therapeutic
through
is
is
everything.
so
just
therapeutic.
imagine this, right? Imagine when imagine if you can't do music or write a
Oh,
song.
no.
You would lose your mind.
I lose my mind.
Oh yeah, you would go crazy.
Yeah.
Like normal things in life, it makes you happy. Relationships make you happy, but just being able to have that musical freedom
Yeah.
and write your feelings and stuff and really cope with it, I think that's a big deal. I think everybody else around us make us happy, but that little bit right there, if you lose that, it will put you over
It's
the top.
true. I feel like I'm going to do a soda stream
Just being
commercial.
honest.
I love my soda stream.
Yeah, what
You
is
can
it-
put
what does that
any,
consist
you
of?
put anything in there, and you just, you hit the CO2, and you make soda out of it. Anything.
You serious?
Anything. You can make soda out of anything. You can
Well,
put
you
fresh
rich.
fruit
It's
in
different.
there.
You rich, yeah.
No,
So
it's not
it's different.
rich.
I can't
It's
afford
Amazon
nothing
for
like that.
$69.99.
Yeah, 60 for get some water in it. Yeah. Oh, you must gonna get good use out of that. That's just to make some soda. Jesus. You talking I'm middle class. Yeah, okay. Just got a bottle to make soda for $70.
I have a soda maker.
Yeah, well, I mean, how does it taste though? Like
It tastes good.
just like soda. Just,
Yeah.
so you like when you open pop a can of pop, right? Well,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for passing through, Pop. Thank you.
We don't have to talk about soda stream.
yeah. So anyway, I just want to know. So how does it work? Like
You
all right,
pump
when you pop
CO2.
over a soda, right?
Yeah, you pump CO2 in it.
And when you drink it, does it burn the back of your throat like a
If
Coca-Cola?
you pump it too many times, you could burn yourself. Don't
Oh,
pump
okay.
it too many
All right,
times.
I had to.
Just don't pump it too much.
I don't know because she said
Nah.
something about the bottle. I had to let you guys know about the bottle.
I know.
I'm gonna get you through it. All right. We got this. All right.
All right.
So what song are we gonna get into now?
That's up to you.
You got the playlist. with
Oh,
you?
I got the playlist.
Mhm.
All right. So we're gonna play a little of a song.
Now we can play it as long as you want to play it. Really, we gotta
Well,
listen to
I'm not gonna play the whole thing
All right, hold
because
on,
I
wait.
like talking to you.
All right, one second.
Okay.
One second. It's the
Is this gonna come out like really
yeah,
loud?
come on.
Is it gonna come out too loud, or did you already check it?
No, it's put it on.
Like I'll keep my volume low until we know, right?
Yeah. Let's see what we got.
Okay, let's see what we got. All right, so
I'll look on the.
I got it loading up.
That's good. Turn all the way up. Turn all the way up.
I never thought that I could let you go.
So this is called Some Things Will Have to Change.
I like that though. Say bye.
You know what I like? Like, if you put it in there,
Yeah, like that.
like, it's got to be big.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Who did the music behind it?
Robert Aquaviva.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, that's good.
I like the transition. To there.
Yeah, so that's like one of the songs.
Man,
This is
that's
like this is a
crazy.
typical breakup.
Oh,
Song. It's good for every kind of breakup you can imagine. It's just one of those, you know.
Like me, I'm like an X-ray machine. When I listen to stuff, I'm listening to everything that's going on.
Oh, I know.
It's crazy. You know what? It's a gift and a curse at the same time because I can listen to a song and pick it apart, but then at the same time I can tear a song apart and put it back together.
Yeah.
It's a gift and
Yup.
a curse. Believe me. So what came from this song? What inspired that?
A breakup.
Really? Yeah, true.
You want to hear
True.
something funny? Okay, so this is a Bobby Aquaviva and I background. So I wrote this song when he was working with that band Wicked. They were
You know, I heard about
Yeah,
Wicked. Wicked is a
okay,
band,
so-
right?
Yeah,
They,
so
they
he
dressed in
he
white
was
with the blonde
managing,
hair.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
managing the band Wicked, and I was like, you know what they need? They need like an Every Rose Has Its Thorn type of song. You know what I mean?
They
Like
look like that kind of band.
like you know these metal bands, they have these, or not metal, but you know these heavy bands, they had like these ballads, right? I'm like, so he goes, why don't you write one?
Really?
So I did,
Okay.
and he said, why don't you? We'll record it and we'll put it on your album. So that's where this song came from. This was supposed to be for them.
Them songwriting skills are crazy.
Thank you.
You got crazy songwriting skills.
you.
For real. I'm thanking me. Thank your upbringing. I'm telling you. Man.
Losing the biggest part of me in love, but alone.
You did your own backup?
If you find
That's
your way
what's up.
back home,
Keep the money in the house.
Keep the
For real.
money in the
Yeah.
alone.
All right. Yeah. So,
I like
but
that.
isn't it? It's interesting, you know, when
God,
songs like, and I love doing. I used to write songs when I was, you know, young. I'd write songs for my friends going through a breakup, like
Yeah.
in their situation.
Right. They explain it to you and you kind of go off the. Yeah.
I worked with this guy that we worked with. Unfortunately, he passed away. His name was Clyde Jones. And I don't know if you ever heard of Clyde. They called him Nani.
I heard of Clyde Davis.
Oh, no.
But
So he was my coworker, and he used to have these wild stories, you know, when we were young working together.
Mhm.
And he was always in trouble with, you know, girls.
Ugh.
And so I wrote
Player,
a song.
player.
I wrote a song about him
Right.
with him.
Oh. Yeah, how did that go over?
So it was kind of like, you know, what if the girl he was with was like, I ain't putting up with that anymore.
I'm gonna tell you, now you working that neck.
So, but it was a cool project, you know.
Wow, that's crazy
Yeah.
though. Like, well, what is like working with those kind of producers that does different genres of music?
What is it like to? Oh, you mean?
What is it like to work with them?
Well, you know what?
Are
It
they
was-
like cocky guys? Or
No,
they
no.
more
You know
like
what?
let you
The
create?
only real producer that I worked with was Robert Aquaviva, because, like Clyde would be like, I got a beat, and he'd give it to me, and they'd be like, oh, okay, and then he'd come
and you,
in
and
on
you gotta
Monday,
find your way.
and I made a whole song out of it. Like I took the beat and made a song out of
like I would like the way I produce on a different scale.
Mhm.
I do like you're a songwriter, right? Say if we get in the studio, right? I pull the beat up, and we'll write the song together.
it. Mhm.
Like the avenues that you would go,
Right,
I would just enhance it. That's what a producer is.
right.
He
right.
just take your talent and enhance it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all our jobs are. Oh, so people that don't know, I am a producer. I just don't like to put myself out there like
He's
that.
very good.
But
I still can't figure out that software. He's very good.
Oh Cut it out.
No,
cut
I'm
it.
stuck with I like me and GarageBand at this point. Like I love GarageBand.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do you can do anything on it.
Oh, you can go back on
Yeah.
a take if you do a wrong run on
Yeah.
a song. Cut that and rerun it.
Yeah, and you can
Yeah.
copy and paste and everything else.
Yeah,
But that's a great tool. I think it's super fun to work with.
What kind of plugins you like used to use it like? 'Cause you record yourself, obviously.
I just got a decent microphone to go
What
with
kind?
my iPad. I gotta look up the name, but I got a.
It goes with the iPad.
It's an.
Wait. Hold up. Rewind. Reboot. So, what is your recording stuff you use
Okay.
to put a song
All right.
together?
I went from the 4-track Foss
Oh, me
XX26
too.
to
Mhm.
a Roland VS 1680, which is a digital little station.
Mhm.
It's about this big, okay? And I did that for quite a few years, and that kind of drove me a little batty. But now, anything new I'm doing, I'm using like GarageBand.
Yeah.
And I'm just using GarageBand, and, of course, when I went in the studio, we had, he had his own people.
Well, yeah, of
do
course.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then he did his own production.
Right.
But right now I'm using GarageBand because it's just so, and I
GarageBand
have a
is
MIDI,
nice.
like I've got the MIDI keyboard,
Yeah.
like a MIDI keyboard plugs into, I
Yeah.
can't believe how much stuff you can do with an iPad.
It's
crazy.
quick. It's quick. It's like it's boom, 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 and
It
you're
is.
done. You can put whatever you want together.
Absolutely. And I want to talk about, when I was starting to write, and I actually went to Nashville when I was 23, not because I wrote country, but because there was a lot going on in music. I thought
In
about,
Nashville,
should I move out there? I never moved.
it's
but
beautiful in
I went.
Nashville. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah, I went when I was 23 trying to plug my material. I went to Music Row, and it was old school. I mean, you had to submit like cassette tapes to people ahead of time, and then you had to try to get to an A&R rep, right? Nowadays, literally anybody can cut an album and have it go live and be available everywhere by the push of a button.
Yeah.
But the problem is with that, and here's the other side of the struggle. Everybody's doing it. So now you're not just competing with people who've already been published.
You competing with the average Joe.
You're competing with the average Joe
Yeah.
who may not be very good
Right.
or who thinks they're good, but
Right.
they're really not. But now you're trying to. So today's music, you're trying to get viral. You want to get viral. You want to be try to have all the hits you want.
Oh
and
yeah.
the-
A hit is made out of oh my god, a little bit of everything.
So you're trying to get people, to watch or listen to your material,
Right.
and it's difficult. It's difficult to do that kind of thing. Now, when I finished with the album, I put it. It was everywhere. I had it on SoundCloud, but then I went on this it was submit site that you could put your music and have people rate it from all over the world. And it was in their hot
they
or
got
not
a,
rating system. Submit Hub, right?
That's one of them I think, but it's quite a few of them out there. Not quite a few, but it's like
Submit Hub
handful of
had
them.
the hot or not, and I put that on there, and I was amazed because all of a sudden I had like 60 different countries listening to, and I was like, oh my God! So they're not liking it or anything, but they're listening to
Well,
it.
yeah, but they're
listening.
rating it like.
But they're rating it, and
Right.
and a lot of you have to listen to what people say if you really want to write for people.
Yes, you have to.
You have to be open to people's opinions, and what happens is, in my case, my material was a little bit too dated. They figured it was nothing new. It was nothing they hadn't already heard before.
Something they're used to.
Yeah, it was something too familiar.
Yeah.
And whereas you want something that's going to break through, you want something that's unique. You want something that's really catchy.
Yeah.
Or it has a dance involved in it. Or it has something.
Today, that's what
You know
it's
what I
like.
mean?
You know what
That's
it's
what it
today
is
is like.
today.
Have a dance. You got to bob and weave, but
Exactly.
I tell you what, I can put an album together. You did 10 songs on that, right?
Yeah.
You did 10 songs. So here's what I do. It's crazy. We talking business on camera.
I know.
Anyway,
And you're watching
I would,
it. Wow.
I would like to produce 10 songs for you, right?
All right.
No, I'm serious.
Let's
10,
do
10,
it.
10 songs, 10.
10.
And I want to put it out because you want to do like more today's stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I got MCs that can kill microphones, like destroy microphones. I know guys that.
Well, you don't want them to break anything.
No. Come on, no.
I'm
The
joking.
no, but I got people that actually they in good predicaments where they make their own beats, they produce their own songs, and
Nice.
you know, and I would like to tie in with a couple of them and you know get some heat off of them and see what kind of stuff they got to work with. Being honest,
I'd like to be part of something.
Yeah.
I definitely would want to do something different. You know, and after this it all happened, and after the pandemic, you know, I decided I used to DJ. I DJed for 16 years, and I, as I told you,
I never knew that though. When I like looking at you, you would never think you were a DJ. Like DJs wear them crazy little face things with the mask. And
I was a wedding DJ.
Oh. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Introducing for the first time in
Yeah,
public.
I got you.
And now 15 people just said, "Hey, that was our DJ for our wedding."
Yeah, you remember that one guy? Remember that one guy that was I was on his page and you were like, "Hey, I DJ for your wedding."
I've been at garage sales. It's so funny. I'll be at garage sales or something. It's like, you look familiar. You look familiar too. Wait a minute, you DJ'd my wedding.
Really?
Oh yeah, it happens
Oh
all the
wow,
time.
you get that
I'm
everywhere.
at a restaurant. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't you DJ my wedding? I'm like, yeah.
Discount. You're right. I did do that.
I
Yeah.
get a discount, right?
Yeah. That's cool. I never got into the DJ world.
So I stopped DJing because I was having too much fun. I was in a fairly new relationship. We're together 2 years now, and you see pictures on Facebook. I'm all over we're all over the place.
You telling me?
We're hiking, we're biking, we're kayaking, we're just doing all kinds of fun stuff.
You be everywhere
and
though.
I love having my weekends off, so don't call me to DJ.
Right, exactly.
But I still do it for friends and for people I know.
Yeah.
You know, like I did some
immediate people like your circle.
Yeah,
right,
yeah. I'm just keeping it to people I know, but I do still enjoy it. But I'm not waking up every Saturday going, I gotta get my notes together.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah.
You know, I gotta load the car. And
but that's good though. That's good. You got more time to yourself.
Now I gotta start writing.
Well, we gotta get
now
to work.
I gotta start writing.
We gotta get to work.
Because now, and this is a good time of year too, because the weather's kind of crappy.
Well, as far as my schedule as of right now,
yeah,
I'm a little busy, but I ain't that busy.
All right.
You know.
All right.
And I really want to start putting it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna do it. That's gonna be something, and people are gonna feel like they're part of it because they're watching it happen.
on the show, you know, I tell people, you know, I have rappers and all of that, and I tell them I don't just listen to rap. I listen to rock music. I listen to country music. I listen to everything. The only way I think being a producer, a lot of people don't know producers, real producers. They don't just listen to rap all day. They may only produce rap
you're right.
or R&B.
You're right.
They don't just listen to that all day. They listen to other stuff. Yep. You know, like Celebration Time, Come and Get Your Love.
Yeah.
They listen to what? Just what? Who that? Well, what that one guy named? They got that crazy song, Blake Shelton. You know, people don't listen to. They don't even know who Blake Shelton is. I'm talking about Blake Shelton. don't tell me you know Blake Shelton off The Voice. Like, go check him out on YouTube. But I listen to all those guys.
Yeah.
The one song, who was it? Tim McGraw, the song he made, "Don't Take the Girl."
Oh yeah,
that's
very
a good
popular.
Song. Yeah,
very popular.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people don't know about that. The rap community don't really know about that kind of like.
Yeah.
They probably heard of it.
Oh yeah.
But don't know. I listen to everything.
I was selling advertising at Big Frog 104, the country station, when that song came out.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was selling
that's a good song.
Yeah,
though.
It was a great song. Yeah.
I listened to it when I was riding home from work. Right, I'm just sitting in the car. Next thing you know, they start bubbling up.
Oh my God.
Like, yeah. Like country music really take you on a journey, though.
Yeah.
A journey.
You know what happens if you play a country song backwards? You get your wife back. You get your dog back.
Somebody else told me that. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. You said don't
get your house back.
Yeah. Instead of saying don't take the girl, I got the girl.
Yeah, I got the girl. Exactly.
Yeah. That's what's up though. I like that kind of music. I love everything. Jazz. I can't lie. I grew up on jazz, but I got away from jazz.
I love blues.
I like blues. Well, blues is like I ain't gonna lie. I like blues, but let me tell you the kind of blues I like. I like Southern blues. Southern blues, like that New Orleans blues, and I love that kind of blues. Like,
Right.
all that, they got some people that mimic blues and try to throw other instruments in there and all that, but I like Johnny Taylor, you know,
Nice.
stuff like that. I like Al
Yeah.
Green, you know, I love my Al Green,
Yeah.
Love and Happiness now.
Yeah.
But I was introduced to black artists, but I like a lot of diverse artists too.
Yeah.
You know, like who don't know like today. Let me speed it up today because we talking to in back then. Well, what's the name of that band? BTS.
Oh yeah.
Whatever the name it is.
Yeah.
Light It Up Like Dynamite.
Oh yeah.
Like new stuff like that. I like stuff
Yeah.
like that. Bruno Mars. That's one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, Bruno
I
Mars
like
is
him.
different.
Uptown Funk. I played the heck out of
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
DJing,
come.
yeah.
Well, you a DJ,
Yeah,
so you know all the new
I
stuff.
played the heck out of that song. Well, you know what's interesting, being a songwriter and then going into being a DJ, is you start to put them together. You start to go, oh, well, I think I know why I haven't really written a hit song is because it has to have all these elements to really be
Right,
popular
yes,
for dance
yes.
or, you know, so it starts to come together for you when you do it for a while, and that's why I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to work on something
You
that's
don't
more
think?
that's more like now.
No, you don't think you're ready.
I
ready.
know I'm ready.
That's right.
I'm
That's right.
ready.
That's what we say around here. We
Yeah.
don't say I'm trying to make $1 million. I'm gonna make that $1 million.
Right.
You know, it put everything.
You have to
in.
make your bed every day if you're going to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
You know that? You hear
Oh,
that?
yeah.
That's true.
Well, I ain't gonna be a millionaire. Tell you that. I get up and hit the shower and I'm gone. That's it. Yeah, thank God for my wife. Let me tell you. Oh, but it's one of the things that I wanted to ask you, right? So, far as DJing, so do you feel like DJing really helped out your songwriting?
Yeah.
Do when you see people moving to different songs? that
Yeah,
do,
you know what? I
have
think
you
it
said
has now. Like, I think for the album I did, I don't know if it really it inspired that at all, if it helped with that. But I think where my mindset is now, the kind of
Well,
stuff
yeah.
I'd like to write,
Yeah.
it's affected.
So what kind of beats like would you like to be on? Like what kind of beats?
Oh, I want some beats.
Like what kind of beats? You like up tempo beats?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You like?
Oh yeah,
Like, do
nothing,
you ever
nothing
go-
under 120.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
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 What about do you ever go on YouTube? They have
Yeah.
like type beats that you can do.
Yeah.
Do
I've
you-
seen, there's a lot of, you mean like some free beats out there?
Yeah,
that you-
I mean
yeah.
they ain't free. Trust me, because they got some that's free for profit,
Right.
and they also have some that you can use, but as soon as you make some money, they come in.
Yeah. They
Or
come
if you
in.
go because I tell a lot of people this, when you go online and you get beats
Right.
and you go and upload your song,
Right.
and all of a sudden you look down at the bottom and it's like my name ain't there, and some guy,
Oh, wow.
yeah, named
Yeah.
Catcher Tootie, da 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 da, he down there getting all your money.
Yeah.
They don't know that those beats are tagged already.
Oh.
You know, and when you tag a beat,
yeah.
just to let people know, if you're a beat maker,
Yeah.
you want to submit all your music through Sound Exchange. That way, when people take your beat, make a song to it, and re-upload it, try to get paid, they'll tag it straight to your YouTube channel for you to get all the revenue.
There you go.
There you go. Just share the jewel. But that's how it goes, though.
Yeah.
But songwriters, y'all have to fight for y'all money.
Right. Yeah.
Because, you know, songwriters, they have booklets of stuff laying around, and it's like somebody usually like, how can you prove this? Now you got to get some proof.
Yeah.
Did you get everything notarized?
Yeah. You know,
X.
do you know I did old school Library of Congress copyright with my album? Like where you now you can submit it online. You don't have to send in a tape.
No,
You
I
do
would
it
like
all
no,
online,
actually. I
upload
don't,
it.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to do the same thing that you did.
Well,
I don't want to go online because online they'll tell you anything. But when I got mine in writing with a hard copy with that little
with
that little
stamp
stamp,
on it, yep.
that stamp is
But
everything
you know
to me.
what? And you should. I used to years ago. I do compilations.
You gotta show me how to do that though. You gotta show me how
I
to do
used to do like compilations of like I take a whole cassette and had like 22 songs on it, and it'd be like collective works number 3.
Yeah.
And then I'd send it in, and it would just be, and it's protected for I think 20 years or something like that.
Really?
It's not protected forever. through Library of Congress, like it's protection. But I used to do that. It was my old school,
Yeah.
way to do it. It was like,
Oh well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, you don't want anybody to steal your work and get paid off for all.
But Robert Acquavita told me, he says nowadays they don't even worry too much about the copyright because as soon as you publish something, there's a date of publish.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
It
So
does- it's
digital
basically-
copy.
it's-
So you're recording, like you
Proof.
and I record, right?
Yeah.
We record something, we upload it, and guess what? Now it's ours because we published
Yeah,
it.
no, that's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
it changes the copyright laws. You know,
Yeah.
it makes it like where it gets a lot harder to steal.
Did you know when like it's just like signing a deal? Did you know that they have damaging? Excuse me. They have damage. What is it? They get paid for CD damages, like in case something get damaged.
Oh, really?
How would an MP3 get damaged if you download it?
I know, right?
They take money from the artist for that.
Wow.
That's in your contract.
Oh, jeez.
Ain't that something though?
That's something.
Anything that they put in those contracts. That's why I'm so scared of them.
Yeah.
I'm scared of them. Yeah.
Well, some of these.
I don't went across about 2 or 3 of them, but I'm looking at them like, I understand everything that's going on in here, but it looked like I ain't gonna get nothing.
Yeah.
And you work with people, it's crazy. So
Yeah.
I just stay independent.
Yeah, that's
Well,
good.
this whole
It's smart.
time.
It's smart because then you can do it your own way. That's the smartest way to do it. And you're pretty good at promoting yourself. You're gonna do great. You're gonna do great.
I just started being a rapper this year.
No,
I swear. I've been
really,
listen, I've been rapping for a while, right?
right?
But I didn't start putting myself together, like, to be serious. This was this year.
Right. Good. Yeah.
That's it. Because I ain't really cared about the spotlight. I cared about helping others more than I helped myself.
Right.
I always cared about others. I'm
Right.
not put here for me. I'm here for others. I'm a vessel, actually.
Right. Right.
So that's what I tell people, like, you need a video, you need anything, I got you. That's what I'm here
that's
for.
great. Awesome.
People person. You
You're a
see, you
people
here.
person.
You here.
I
See?
know.
Exactly.
Well, I've enjoyed this so much. If I could just say one thing.
Go ahead, say whatever you want.
One final thing.
Say it right here. Look in the camera. If it, well, whoever it's for, that's right there. Whatever.
If anyone is interested in singing any of my material, drop me a line. Add me on Facebook.
Drop her a line and add her. I'm telling you now.
If you need background vocals or you need a spot, something written, I can help. If you're trying to promote your kid getting into music and you want, or your grandkid, and you want some vehicle, hit us up because
I got her information.
Yeah, hit us up because I think we're gonna do something great together. I think it's time.
It's been time.
Yeah.
Believe it or not,
Yeah.
it's been time.
Well, we couldn't go in each other's house for like a year.
This is crazy.
It's like,
You-
right? I mean, serious.
You know what? I don't want to
Like,
ask you.
I'm
So
tri-
all right.
I'm triple vaxxed
So
now.
let me ask you. Right. So the benefits of COVID. How did it help you in musically on your journey since when the world closed down?
I stopped working so hard. I started enjoying myself more. I definitely stopped working so hard,
Oh, wow.
which is why I stopped DJing. Yeah, I stopped working so hard, and I thought about, this is my life. You know what I mean? Like, you only get one. I'm just working myself into, too much.
Yeah.
Too much. So
Yeah.
I'm very, very happy that I slowed down.
Yeah. Oh,
and now
yeah.
I can do what I love, and music is part of that, too.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be in a band again. I've already done it.
That's a
You
lot.
know?
That's like scrutiny.
I don't
I
wanna
think
be in a
being in a band
I've already done.
today, depending on the people you're working with, is
It's a lot of work.
it's more of a hassle than it is beneficial.
Doc, I'm in bed by the time some bands start.
She said, "Hey, what time is it? I gotta
my-
go to."
My friend's husband is in a band, and
Put
she's
it on
like, "Oh, you
record.
gotta come out and see my husband. Their band is playing."
What
I'm
time
like,
they go
So I
on?
go, "What time they go out?" And she goes, 9. I go, 9.
I'm just pulling the cover
Nah.
up, just get my
Look at
TV
me, I'm
together.
in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I got to start going to bed early. I'll be up
Right.
setting up stuff and, really thinking about the future. I don't think about the future. I push to the future.
Right.
So I go to bed late. I be up researching and doing different things.
Oh yeah.
You gotta promote yourself. You gotta promote different things.
Yeah.
And
Well, you're doing great. You're doing
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
It's so good to see you.
no, it's good to see you.
All right. So let's
Yeah.
wrap it up.
So, but guess
Thank
what?
you for having me.
And say whatever you want to say to anybody. Listen, to anybody you know, anybody you love, anything to anyone. Say it into that camera.
All right. To my girlfriend Trish, I love you.
Hey Trish, how are
Hey,
you?
Trish. And to all my friends and family, and hi to everybody, and much love to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody wants to listen to my album, don't forget that the
Yeah.
link is right down.
She said right here. It's down there. You know where it's at. And don't forget it. But we sounding out. Hey, thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for
It was
having
an
me
awesome
so much.
interview. Songwriting is a big deal. When it comes, oh, you know what? I want to say one more. Oh yeah, Happy Thanksgiving, and have a lovely Merry Christmas and a New Year, everybody.
God bless.
But I got one question,
Mm.
right? So to songwriting, so you can write pretty much anything, right?
I would. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm hitting this.
So,
Yeah, I can work on anything. I can't write good rap parts though.
no, wait, no, I got that.
You got that. That's what I need you for.
Yeah. But all right, well, thanks everybody. Hi, mom. Hey, brothers and sisters. I got a lot of y'all. I can't name all of y'all. Hey, my nieces and nephews. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next time on Doc Talk.